Hello YouTube family and friends. I'm Mike, this is Lori, and today we are at the Lost Dutchman State Park. Lost Dutchman State Park is named after, surprisingly enough, the Lost Dutchman. The legend is related to a gold mine supposedly that was found by an original Mexican family that owned this property and mined it and ranched it back in the 1800s. And the legend is that they found a gold mine and brought some gold back to Mexico, and on one of their trips back they were attacked and killed by some of the local Indians. But there were some survivors, and there was a gentleman named Jacob Waltz, known as the Lost Dutchman, even though he was originally from Germany, but don't let the facts get in the way. Anyway, he came back with a member of the Peralta family that originally had owned the land, and supposedly they found the gold mine, mined a bunch of gold, and hid it in the mountains. And people have been looking for it ever since.
So today we're in the Saguaro Day Use section of the park. And here's the map. There's a lot of trails here. And it opens very early. It said the park opened at 7, but we got here early and it was open. So
it was
wonderful.
Still dark.
It was very dark.
Yes, but as you come in, there is a $7 day use fee. You'll get one of those maps so you can see all the trails and all the highlights. We are starting this morning on the Treasure Loop Trail on the west end of it, and we're going to walk along this a little bit, get a little closer to the mountain, get some shots, and then head on another trail heading west. If you happen to hear some buzzing in the background, there are several drones flying overhead. Oh. Here's one of the mountain bike trails. There's also lots of good signage throughout the park, so you get an idea of where you are and don't get lost. Lost Dutchman is a great place to enjoy all of the natural local plant life, including saguaro cacti, which are really only found in Arizona. These are cholla cactus. There are several different varieties. There's one called the jumping cholla because it's almost like the needles jump off and stab you if you get too close. So we give all chollas a wide berth. Don't touch it, dear. Don't touch it. Most of the trails are very wide and clearly marked and easy to follow. Obviously, it's Saturday morning. It's like a parade along the trail. But that's okay.
It's winter in Arizona.
Yes.
This is how we get outside.
It's actually cool and warm enough to hike out here.
Okay, in the springtime, this whole slope is full of flowers. It looks like a carpet of just desert wildflowers all along that slope. It's so pretty. And when you come out here in the summertime, there's all these warnings. Bring lots of water, watch out for scorpions, rattlesnakes. So we don't do this in the summertime. So we get to bring you out here in the wintertime to show you how beautiful this is. And maybe we'll do another one in the spring when that is just completely full of flowers. It's so pretty.
We have come to the divide in the trail, the proverbial fork in the road. If you go straight, you continue on the Treasure Loop Trail and you get closer to the rock formation there. We, however, are going to go to the right. along Jacob's Crosscut Trail, and we'll get some beautiful vistas looking back towards Phoenix and out across the valley. Lost Dutchman State Park is located in the Superstition Mountains, which includes a Valley of the Sun Phoenix area landmark, 4 peaks. This morning, however, all of the peaks are hidden in cloud cover. But it's beautiful anyway. Okay, here we are looking west back towards the valley. Not sure how well you can see it in this picture, but along here is South Mountain, where all of the transmitting towers are located for the Phoenix area. And right here is a historic mining town and tourist attraction, Goldfield. These are the Usury mountain range, right along here. Then back over here, the Superstition range, and 4 peaks hidden in the clouds. As we get closer to the formation, you can see more of the detail and the differing colors.
See, this is almost like a whole different angle. Color, you can see like the different colors of moss. I think it's moss. I wonder if that's a cave. Ooh.
Scary caves. Here is another junction. We're now going to make a right and head back down towards the campground and along the Nature Interpretive Trail. Now that we've come further west around these geologic structures, you get a better idea how this is 2 different features, and there is a canyon in the middle. They're both volcanic geologic features, but there are 2 of them, which is hard to tell when you're looking at them straight on like we did from the parking lot and the picnic table. It's not obvious while you're walking along the trails, but technically you cross out of the Arizona State Park, Lost Dutchman State Park, and enter into a Forest Service wilderness area called the Superstition Wilderness. As we're walking out, it's more obvious on this end where the boundary between the state park and the federal land is, this little gate, which is similar to the one we walked in through before. Okay, we have found a bench to sit on and collect ourselves. But this is beautiful. Just sitting here, taking in the view of the Flatiron and the structures and talking to everybody as they walk in and out along the trails. It's a beautiful day. Yay, Arizona in the winter and spring.
Yes, happy Groundhog Day.
We were just sitting here looking at the Siphon Draw Trail as it goes up along this way. We got out the map and wondered where that went to. That is the trail to get to the top of the Flatiron, which is that part right there, that little point that sticks out there. Sort of looks like a flat iron. Anyway, we looked at the map and noticed that that's over 4,800 feet. So we wondered what elevation we're at now. We took out our handy dandy app, altitude app, and found out that we're just over 2,000 feet in elevation here. So from here to the top of the Flatiron is almost a 3,000 foot gain in elevation. Quite a hike. We won't be doing that today. We're going to journey along the Discovery Interpretive Trail that have signs that describe the plant life and some of the wildlife. All right, dear, what is a desert?
I like this rocky, shallow, alkaline soil.
Okay, don't try to plant anything here.
Except if it's a cactus. Notice this word, impenetrable.
In other words, don't try to dig a swimming pool without a jackhammer and dynamite.
Or plant trees without a jackhammer. Yeah.
Sentinel of the desert, the saguaro cactus. Birds will make nests in them. They have a lifespan of up to 200 years. They don't even start growing arms until they're 50 years old. Saguaros get old, but they do not live forever. And they have a very interesting internal structure that you can see a little bit here. The green flesh and the spines on the outside. An interior system of stems or supports. Majestic indeed. Well, that's unique. A coyote sundial. Huh. This was done as an eagle project. We'll have to come back when there's some sun to see how accurate it is. Venomous dwellers of the desert. Spiders, scorpions, a Gila monster, or a diamondback rattlesnake. Geology of the superstitions. Formed by volcanic activity and erosion. Looks like these two features are what's known as resurgent domes. Looks like another Eagle Scout project. It has the Scout Pledge. This is the traditional Scout Pledge. Not sure if that's an accurate reflection of today's Scout Pledge. These are the camping cabins, similar to the ones we stayed in at Kartchner Caverns. We're looking to come back here sometime in the future, and we will link our video from Kartchner Caverns down below.
Okay, that was super fun.
That was a lot of fun.
I really enjoyed that.
Yes. It was a little tiring. We got back and looked at our watch, and we had been gone for almost
3 hours.
Yeah, 3 hours, 3-hour hike. And we did not hike anywhere near all the trails that are available. We went up a little bit, walked across, and then came back down through the campground. But yes, it was a lot of fun, and we captured a lot of the beauty, and we'll certainly do it again in the future. So we want to thank you all for joining us. And remember to subscribe below, and it's all for His glory.